Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Miami as the Heat go up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, their first matchup of the season against the Miami Heat, the team that eliminated them from the playoffs for 3 seasons straight. This is a big game. So LeBron James leaves Miami, goes to Cleveland. Everybody thinks Chris Bosh is going to sign with Houston when that happens, but instead, he re-signs with Miami, Shaq.
The Miami Heat now is Chris Bosh's team. He's one of the best shooting big men in the league. The space he creates really helps their offense, and Ernie, he continues to shoot a great field goal percentage.
And you know, is it me or is he shooting from further out?
Yes, he's shooting from further out. Ernie, an interesting stat, his average shot distance has steadily grown over the past 5 seasons, from 9 feet his final season in Toronto to 13 feet last season.
Oh, so that's why you carry that tape measure with you, huh?
Exactly.
Wow, coming in handy. Let's get out to Kevin Harlan.
A flyover all the bright lights and flavor that Miami has to offer. Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against the Mavericks in Dallas.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers. Scola plays the 4 with Hibbert at the 5. Rodney Stuckey out there with Hill. And it's George in at the small forward. And it's Hill penetrating. Here's Hibbert. Good, the assist goes to Hill.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
Here's Parsons. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, you know, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was a safety move.
Or maybe he just wanted to give the photographers a better angle for the shot.
And here are the Pacers now. The Heat getting the bucket. Scola kicks to Hill. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets it to go. Hill's got his first points of the night.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Here's Napier. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Stops. Pops. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Yeah, things have really gone smoothly for them here in the first quarter. They're playing awfully well.
Very few mistakes, and they have to be happy with their start. I mean, it's a good one.
Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. Anderson is out there with Pierce, and it's Parsons in at the 3. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. You can list off a lot of accolades for Dwayne Wade. One thing that might get overlooked is just how good he is at throwing the alley-oop.
Absolutely. It shouldn't be a surprise since he's so skilled at so many other facets of the game, but he might go down as one of the better alley-oop throwers of all time. Andre Miller's in that category, too.
Yes, 2 very, very good examples. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Bosh has checked in for Anderson. Allen comes in for Pierce. And it's Napier in for Mario Chalmers. The baseline J. Good, nice play there from Napier.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
And here's Watson. It's West with the drive. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. West has got his first 2 points.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
It's intercepted. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. 4 seconds left. Almost, but it rolls out. been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. On defense, Miami, and so in the game for the Pacers. George and Scola, there are the forwards. George Hill out there with Rodney Stuckey, and it's Hibbert in at the 5. Now here is Hill. That drops.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Well, Steve, George Hill starting at point guard. Maybe more of a combo guard than a true point. What do you think?
Well, yeah, no question he's a combo. Career average of only about 3 assists, so he's not a classic point guard. And a lot of people have argued that the Pacers need more of a playmaker, but I like what Hill brings to the table. Defensive-minded, smart, a team guy, good shooter. So he's an important player for this club.
Can't get it to go. And here are the Heat now. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
My goodness, that one got him going.
Did it ever? They're on cloud 9.
What an atmosphere here. This is incredible.
George up top. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Here's Napier. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. And the Heat call time here. They're in front by 1. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Clearing up the backcourt, Napier and Wade. Chandler Parsons out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Allen in at the 3. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Here is Watson, following the basket by Chris Bosh. They set the pick. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. Stuckey comes in for C.J. Watson. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 1. Hill passes to Stuckey. Sinks it.
Crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to him.
Here comes Dwayne Wade. It's Bosh with the drive. Oh, hammered! And he'll go to the line.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they got the clock stopped.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Well, he could have done a little better on that trip to the foul line, but he was able to tie this game up.
Here's George. Count it!
Boy, poor defense at both ends. It kind of reminds me of your teams, Clark.
Well, not exactly. We did give a little better effort. I mean, neither squad really digging in at that end. At least we tried to play defense.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Now a timeout called by Miami. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Allen comes in for Pierce. Wade, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And it's Napier in for Cole. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers. Scola out there, C.J. Miles. And there's Ian Mahinmi. Then it's Watson, and it's Stuckey in at the 2-spot. Here's Stuckey after the Heat pick up 2. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion, and it just didn't work out that time.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Paul George is checked in for C.J. Miles, and George Hills subbed in for C.J. Watson. Now here's Bosch. Money!
And it frights when Bosch starts to heat up like this.
Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
Here's Napier from downtown. And the Heat, another 3.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
And so it's Miami winning this one. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
Well, it's time to say